Chosen one, this is not a coincidence. You were called for this moment. Your eyes are not reading this by chance. The universe guided you here because you passed the test. Yes, the challenges you faced were not in vain. The struggles, the tears, the moments of uncertainty, all of this was preparation. Now you are ready for transformation. The cycle of scarcity has ended. The chains that held back your blessings have been broken. And at this very moment, heaven is moving in your favor. But there is one last step. Something grand is about to happen, and you need to be ready to receive it. At 3 a.m., the energy of abundance will be released upon your life. This is the exact moment when the key to your prosperity will be turned. What was locked will be unlocked. What seemed impossible will become reality. But pay attention. You need to act now to confirm that you are aligned with this promise. Like this post, subscribe and comment 99. This is the sign the universe needs to know you are ready. Don't ignore this call. Your life is about to change supernaturally. Keep reading, because the following instructions are crucial for you to receive everything that is destined for you. Chosen one, have you felt that your life was going through impossible trials? Have you had moments when you wondered why doors seemed closed, why answers were delayed, why progress seemed unreachable? If your journey has been filled with challenges, it's because you were being tested. But today, I bring a powerful revelation. You passed the test. The universe doesn't place heavy burdens on those who aren't destined for something greater. What you faced was divine training, a preparation so you could bear the abundance you're about to receive. For a long time, you asked for change, cried out for transformation. And now, the time of harvest has come. Think about all the difficulties that appeared in your path. There were moments when everything seemed lost, when money wasn't enough, when opportunities disappeared, when people you trusted disappointed you. Each of these situations was a test. The universe wanted to see how far your faith, resilience, and determination would go. Many gave up along the way. Many bowed to fear. But you, chosen one, remained firm. And that's why the time of your turnaround has begun. You were observed. Your attitudes were analyzed. It wasn't just about resisting, but about growing amid adversities. You learned to trust when there was no visible way out. You moved forward, even when everything seemed to say it wasn't worth it. You found strength where many would have crumbled. And now, the seal of scarcity has been removed from your life. What does this mean? It means that the energies around you are changing. The frequency of your existence is being elevated. If before you walked in the darkness of uncertainty, now you are entering a territory of clarity, opportunities, manifestation of what has always been reserved for you. People around you will begin to notice this change. You will see signs. Small things that didn't make sense before will start to fit together. Unexpected connections, answers coming from where you least expect. Doors that seemed sealed opening with ease. All this is a reflection of your spiritual advancement. But there's something that needs to be understood. Not everyone will see this change with good eyes. Many people around you won't understand what's happening. Some will try to doubt, others will even put obstacles in your way. But remember, no one can prevent what has already been decreed in your favor. You won because you were meant to win. You passed the test because you were meant to receive this transformation. Now, it's essential that you stay aligned with this truth. The universe doesn't deliver promises to those who aren't ready to receive them. That's why this moment is so important. Abundance has already been released, but you need to be prepared to hold it firmly, without fear, without doubt. Your old self can no longer accompany you. That version of you that hesitated, that worried about others' opinions, that feared the future, needs to be left behind. The time of hesitation is over. Now, you need to walk as someone who knows that victory is already guaranteed. If you feel a confirmation within yourself, if this message resonates with your soul, then know that this is real. Don't ignore the signs. Don't doubt what's about to happen. You were chosen, and this is your moment. But remember, there is a final step. The universe acts in response to our actions. To seal this new cycle, an act of faith is necessary, a demonstration that you accept and receive what is being delivered. Like this message, subscribe and comment 99 to manifest your agreement with this truth. This small gesture is a powerful symbol that you're ready to move forward without looking back. The transformation has already begun. You're feeling the change around you. Something inside you knows that this is the decisive moment. There's no turning back. Chosen one, now that you've passed the test, the most important moment has arrived. This isn't just a simple notice, but a profound revelation that can change the course of your life. The time of 3 a.m. isn't a random number. It's not just a period of the day like any other. It's a portal. It's a specific moment when the forces of the universe are more accessible, ready to act in your favor. If you observe your trajectory so far, you'll realize that nothing was by chance. You faced challenges, overcame obstacles, and remained firm, even when everything seemed to say there was no way out. Now, you're at a crucial point. The key is about to turn. But for this, you need to understand the importance of this time and how to prepare to receive what has already been decreed in your favor. For centuries, great sages and mystics have recognized the power of 3 a.m. In various spiritual traditions, this time is known as the transition moment, a period where the veil between the physical and spiritual world is thinner. This means that energies move differently, more intensely, more directly. Everything you manifest at this time has an amplified impact. Now think with me, if this is the time when the power of manifestation is strongest, it makes sense that it's exactly at this moment that you should align with abundance. The universe is ready to deliver. But are you ready to receive? Many don't realize, but there's a reason why this time has such a powerful impact. While most of the world sleeps, while the noise and rush of the day calm down, the energy field around you becomes more receptive. It's as if a new frequency takes over the environment, a frequency that can be accessed by those who are prepared. This is the moment where those who understand the secrets of manifestation connect to what they truly desire. It's the time where thoughts and intentions have a direct impact on what's to come. Those who know this secret use this time to plant the seeds of what they want to harvest. And now you have this revelation in your hands. You know that this is the time when your energy will be most aligned with the answers you've been seeking. But knowing isn't enough. You need to act. Now that you understand the importance of this time, it's essential that you're ready to connect fully. This is the moment to establish a commitment to your own abundance. First, before sleeping, do a mental preparation. Visualize your transformed life. See yourself in a state of fullness, without fear, without scarcity, without doubts. Imagine money coming from unexpected sources, doors opening where there were only walls before, opportunities arising clearly and definitively. Second, schedule yourself to be awake at this moment. If possible, wake up a few minutes before and find a quiet space where you can be in total connection. Silence and focus are essential for you to access this frequency in the purest way possible. Third, when the clock strikes 3 a.m., close your eyes and repeat mentally, I accept abundance. I am a magnet for prosperity. What is mine by right now manifests in my life. It's not just about words, it's about aligning your heart, your mind, and your energy with this truth. This is the moment when you need to feel the change happening inside you. The impact of this moment will not be subtle. You'll begin to notice changes around you. Different people will enter your life. Unexpected opportunities will arise. Situations that previously seemed impossible will begin to unfold in a way you never imagined. But most importantly, you'll begin to feel an unshakable certainty within yourself. A kind of confidence that doesn't come from logic, but from the conviction that something powerful is being built behind the scenes of the universe to take you to the next level. You cannot ignore this. You cannot miss this moment. If you've come this far, it means this message was sent directly to you. Now do your part. Like this message, subscribe, and comment 99 to seal this commitment. Show the universe that you're ready. Declare that you accept this truth and that you're prepared to receive what is already yours by right. At 3 a.m., something grand will happen. Be prepared. Abundance is on its way. Chosen one, now that you understand the power of 3 a.m., the decisive moment has arrived. It's not enough to just know that abundance is coming. You need to be ready to receive it. Many reach this point and hesitate. Many feel the energy moving, but retreat out of fear, doubt, or lack of action. But you cannot be like them. You've come too far to stop now. You passed the test, withstood the trials, held firm when everything seemed lost. Now the universe awaits one last sign from you. The transformation is happening around you at this very moment. The energy has already been released. The promise has already been made. But there is a spiritual law that never fails. The one who wants to receive must demonstrate that they are ready. The universe only delivers what finds a prepared recipient. If you want prosperity, you need to act like someone who already possesses it. If you want abundance, you need to enter the flow of abundance. If you want transformation, you need to cut ties with everything that binds you to the past. This is the moment to prove that you're ready. Now that doors are opening, you need to take possession of what is yours. This means acting with faith, without hesitation. It means declaring your victory even before seeing it with your eyes. It means changing how you see yourself, how you talk about yourself, how you see the future. The universe responds to those who speak and act with conviction. There is no more room for doubts. There is no more room for insecurity. Manifestation happens first within you. If you still feel fear, if you still hesitate, it means there's something inside you that doesn't completely believe that victory is already yours. And while there is doubt, there will be blockages. Now is the time to rip these blockages out by the root. Now is the time to rise up and declare with all certainty that your life will never be the same. The money you need, the opportunity you expect, the answer you've been seeking, all of this is already coming your way, but you need to act as if you've already received it. Faith is not waiting to see. Faith is seeing before it happens. Faith is waking up and knowing that something has changed, even if there's no physical evidence yet. Faith is walking as someone who has already won. Faith is cutting off any thought of doubt and decreeing that your reality has already been transformed. Faith is acting as one who already has victory in their hands. When the clock strikes 3 a.m., you need to be ready. This isn't just any time. This isn't just any moment. This is the instant where the portal opens, where the connection with abundance becomes unbreakable. This is the moment where you need to place yourself before the universe and say, I accept, I receive, I am ready. But it's not enough to just speak. You need to feel. You need to believe with every cell of your body that your life is changing at that exact moment. You cannot allow anything to distract you. You cannot let doubts or old thoughts contaminate this sacred moment. You must close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the transformation happening. The weight of scarcity is being removed. The chains of fear are being broken. The cycle of difficulties is ending. At this moment, abundance begins to flow to you. At this moment, what was stuck begins to move. After this moment, you'll begin to see signs everywhere. Small events will show you that the change has already begun. People will appear with unexpected opportunities. The money you thought had no solution will start to arrive. Ideas will arise in your mind like never before. The path ahead will begin to open, but you need to be alert. You need to recognize the signs and act. Now that you understand what's about to happen, there's one last thing you need to do. The universe needs a sign. It needs to see that you're committed, that you're ready for this new phase. That's why now, at this exact moment, you need to seal this commitment. You need to declare to the universe that you accept this abundance. You need to demonstrate that you're aligned. Like this message, subscribe and comment 99 to confirm your decision. This is your act of faith. This is your symbol of commitment. This is your sign that you have no doubts, that you won't hesitate, that you're ready for the new. And when you do this, feel within yourself the change happening. Feel the energy moving. Feel the abundance approaching. The transformation has already begun. You're no longer the same person as before. You're already at a new level. Now prepare yourself for the final confirmation. The last chapter will reveal the first signs you'll see when abundance begins to manifest. The impossible is about to happen. Stay alert, because the turnaround has already begun. Chosen one, something powerful is moving in your favor at this very moment. You can feel it in your heart. You can sense that something has changed within you, and this internal change is just the beginning of what's about to manifest in the physical world. What previously seemed impossible is now becoming reality. What was previously stuck now begins to unfold with a speed you never imagined. You may not see everything happening yet, but know that the universe has already begun to release what is yours. In recent days, weeks, perhaps even months, you felt an invisible battle around you. You noticed doors closing, opportunities escaping, situations crumbling without explanation. But all of this was part of the process. You were being prepared for a new level of abundance, and for this, some old structures needed to crumble. Everything that wasn't part of your new journey needed to be removed. Everything that was slowing you down needed to get out of your way. It may have seemed like a period of losses, but in truth, it was a time of purification. Now, what remains is the perfect ground for building your new reality. The turnaround has already begun, and you need to be ready to recognize the first signs. The universe always gives warnings when a great blessing is on the way. But many people ignore these signs. They doubt, hesitate, continue living as if nothing had changed. But you cannot make this mistake. You need to be alert, because the first indications of your transformation have already begun to appear. The first sign is your own intuition. You already feel within yourself that something different is happening. You wake up with a different sensation, with an inexplicable certainty that something is about to be revealed. This isn't imagination. This isn't coincidence. It's your energy adjusting to the new cycle that has begun. The old version of you no longer exists. You no longer fit into old patterns, old fears, old limitations. You're vibrating at a new frequency, and this means your reality will also begin to reflect this change. The second sign is the small confirmations around you. Words you hear unintentionally, random conversations that bring exactly the answer you needed, symbols that appear repeatedly in your daily life, numbers that emerge as codes of your transformation, like 99, which represents the end of the old and the beginning of a new cycle. The universe speaks to you all the time, and now that your perception is sharper, you'll begin to notice these messages more clearly. The third sign is the unexpected. Something out of the ordinary will happen. It could be a call you didn't expect, a message from someone who hasn't spoken to you in a long time, an invitation, an idea, an opportunity that comes out of nowhere. But nothing happens by chance. The unexpected is just the way the universe uses to surprise you. You need to be prepared to say yes when these opportunities arise. You need to be ready to act quickly, without hesitation. Abundance is already coming, but it needs to find a heart that's open to receive it. The fourth sign is the change in behavior of people around you. Some people will begin to distance themselves without explanation. Others, whom you never imagined, will approach with good intentions and new opportunities. This happens because your energy has changed. And when this happens, your vibration no longer matches certain environments, certain cycles, and certain people. Don't be afraid of these changes. If someone leaves your life at this moment, it's because that person isn't part of what's to come. Trust the process. The universe is reorganizing everything so that you can receive your blessing without interference. The fifth sign, and perhaps the most powerful, is acceleration. Situations that previously took months or years to happen will begin to move quickly. Something you've been waiting for a long time suddenly unfolds in a matter of days or even hours. This is the final indicator that your turnaround is in full swing. Time is being adjusted in your favor. Barriers are being removed. Opportunities are manifesting. Now that you understand the signs, you need to prepare for the full impact of this change. Don't resist what's happening. Don't try to cling to the past. Don't question the paths that God is opening for you. Everything that's happening now is taking you directly to your destiny of abundance. The worst thing you can do right now is doubt or hesitate. This is the time to act with courage, to embrace the changes, and to trust that everything is exactly as it should be. Remember that each person who receives this message has a specific destiny. If you've come this far, it means your calling is greater than you imagine. It means your abundance isn't just for you, but also for those who will be impacted by your transformation. God doesn't deliver blessings just to satisfy individual desires. He blesses those who have a greater purpose, those who will be channels of change for the world around them. If you're receiving this revelation now, it's because you're part of this group. You were chosen for something greater. From now on, nothing will be as before. You'll notice this in every detail of your day. You'll notice how your thoughts change, how your energy changes, how the circumstances around you begin to transform. And when you notice the signs, remember that this is just the beginning. The flow of abundance that has been released upon your life can no longer be interrupted. But there is one final act of confirmation that you need to make. The universe needs to see your final decision. You need to demonstrate clearly that you accept this new phase, that you're ready to receive what is already yours. And for this, there is a symbolic action that needs to be done right now. The impossible has become reality. The turnaround has already begun. Stay alert, because at any moment the miracle you were waiting for may materialize before your eyes. Be ready. The moment has arrived. Chosen one, abundance is already flowing to you. Now that the energy has been released, the big question that remains is how to ensure that this transformation becomes permanent. How to prevent this turning point from being just temporary. The truth is that many people receive signs, experience initial changes, but end up returning to old patterns because they don't know how to sustain what they received. But this won't be your case. You came this far because you were chosen for something greater. You weren't called to just touch the blessing and then lose it. You were called to live in this flow of prosperity constantly. What separates those who maintain abundance from those who lose it is mindset and continuous alignment. When the turnaround happens, there's an initial shock. The universe responds quickly to your decision, and the first manifestations arrive as confirmations that the path is right. But soon after, you'll be tested again. Not because God wants to deprive you of the blessing, but because it's necessary to have structure to hold what was delivered. Imagine someone who never had large amounts of money and suddenly receives a great fortune. If this person doesn't change how they see themselves, if they don't learn how to manage this new reality, in a short time, everything can slip through their fingers. This happens because it's not enough to just receive. You need to be ready to sustain what has arrived. And that's why now you need to understand the next stage of your transformation, how to live definitively in this flow of abundance. The first step to make this manifestation permanent is to understand that scarcity isn't just a lack of money or opportunities. Scarcity begins in the mind. It's a pattern of thought, a vicious cycle of doubt and fear. Many receive blessings and continue acting as if they were still in the past. They carry with them the insecurity of someone who doesn't believe they really deserve it. And so, little by little, they sabotage their own opportunities. But you can't fall into this trap. You need to see yourself now as someone prosperous, as someone who has the right to everything you're receiving. The second step is to take care of the environment around you. What you consume, the people you interact with, the places where you spend your time, all of this influences the energy you maintain. If you want to remain in abundance, you need to be surrounded by influences that feed this vibration. If your mind is constantly exposed to negative information, if you live with people who doubt your potential or who carry a scarcity mindset, this can begin to weaken your connection with this new reality. You need to protect your energetic space. Carefully choose what you allow to enter your life. The third step is to act according to your new identity. It's not enough to just think like someone prosperous. You need to behave like someone prosperous. This doesn't mean spending money irresponsibly or living on appearances. It means making decisions aligned with the confidence that abundance is your reality. It means investing time in the right things, saying no to situations that add nothing to your future, stopping doubting the opportunities that arise. Many people lose their blessings because they still act as if they were limited, as if they needed permission to live the greatness that God has already placed in their hands. But you no longer need this. The fourth step is to stay in motion. The flow of abundance is dynamic. It doesn't come to those who are standing still, to those who wait for things to happen without taking any action. Now that the doors are open, you need to walk through them. You need to always be ready for the next opportunity, always willing to grow, learn, expand. The worst thing you can do now is return to your comfort zone, think that you've already reached where you needed to and that there's nothing more to be done. Abundance has no limits. What's coming to you now is just the beginning. There's much more waiting for you, but only if you continue moving forward. The fifth step, and perhaps the most important, is gratitude. Gratitude is what strengthens your connection with this new reality. When you give thanks for what you have, when you recognize what has already been delivered to you, your vibration remains elevated. Many people lose what they received because they focus on what's still missing. They look at their lives and only see what hasn't happened yet, what hasn't worked out yet. But those who understand the flow of abundance know that the secret is to celebrate each small manifestation, each small victory. When you give thanks for what you already have, you make room to receive even more. Now that you understand these principles, you need to make the decision to apply them. It's not enough to just know. It's not enough to just understand intellectually. True transformation happens when this new way of thinking and acting becomes natural for you, when living in abundance becomes as normal as breathing. This may seem distant now, but believe it, in a short time, this reality will be yours. You'll get used to receiving opportunities, seeing money coming in unexpected ways, finding paths where before there were only obstacles. In the coming days, observe everything that happens around you. See how situations begin to align. See how answers appear at the right time. See how people begin to react differently to you. The change has already happened. You've already entered a new level. Now, it's up to you to maintain this energy, continue advancing, and never look back. Abundance isn't a one-time event. It's not something that happens once and then disappears. It's a state of being, and you've already entered it. Now live according to this truth. Expand this energy to all areas of your life. Let this transformation touch not only your finances, but also your health, your relationships, your inner peace. Everything you touch now has the power to prosper. Everything you do now is connected with this new frequency. Nothing can prevent what has already begun. The turnaround isn't just a moment, it's a new destiny. You're no longer where you were before. You're no longer who you were before. Your mind has changed, your energy has changed, your reality has changed. Scarcity is behind you. Now there's only advancement, growth, and achievements. You were born for this moment. You were prepared to live this transformation. Don't be afraid of who you're becoming. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to prosper. This is just the beginning. Chosen one, we've reached the final moment of this journey. But pay attention, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. The beginning of a completely new life, where scarcity has no place, where doubts have been dispelled, where the doors of abundance have been opened, and no one will be able to close them. You've traveled an intense path to get here. You faced challenges, were tested, were prepared, and now you stand before a new horizon. Many reach this point and hesitate. Many look at the promise, at the opportunity, at the new reality that presents itself, but feel afraid to take the final step. But you cannot be one of those. You came this far because you have a greater calling. You were chosen to break barriers that no one before you managed to break. You were chosen to live abundance in a way that many only dream of. Now, it's your responsibility to continue advancing. Everything you needed to know has already been revealed. The secrets have been delivered. The path has been traced. Now it depends on you. You cannot go back. You cannot return to the old mindset. You can no longer see yourself as someone who needs to struggle desperately to survive. From today, your identity has changed. You are no longer someone who seeks. You are someone who finds. You are no longer someone who desires. You are someone who receives. Many will look at you and ask what happened. Many won't understand how suddenly your life began to change so quickly. And some will even try to doubt what you've experienced. But you know the truth. You know what you felt. You know what happened inside you. It doesn't matter what others think. What matters is that the change is real and no one can take it away from you. Now, you need to commit to this new version of yourself. Commit to the mindset of abundance, to the continuous flow of growth and evolution, to the certainty that everything you need is already within you. You're no longer waiting for something external. You're no longer waiting for a sign. You've already received the sign. From this moment, everything you do, everything you think, everything you say needs to be aligned with this new identity. Doubt may try to infiltrate, fear may try to pull you back, but now you have the knowledge to combat them. Now you know that these feelings aren't real. They are just echoes of the past trying to prevent you from moving forward. But the past no longer has power over you. The past is behind you. Now, there is only the bright future that lies ahead of you. In the coming days, you'll see the confirmations of this transformation. Small changes will begin to happen. Signs will appear to remind you that you're on the right path. New people will emerge. Unexpected opportunities will knock at your door. And each time this happens, you'll remember this message. You'll remember the exact moment when you made the decision to never again accept less than what you deserve. You'll realize that your energy has changed, that your presence has changed, that your way of seeing life is no longer the same. And with this change, everything around you will begin to align. It won't be a slow process, it will be fast, intense and transformative, because now you're no longer fighting against the flow of life. Now you're flowing with it. If you've come this far, it means you're ready to experience all of this. It means you're ready to receive without fear, without doubt, without hesitation. You no longer need to ask, you just need to accept. Because it's already done. Abundance has already been decreed. The doors have already been opened. The only thing that remains now is for you to walk through them. You've already made your decision. You've already declared your victory. Now, all that remains is to live this new reality. There's no going back. There are no more doubts. From today, you walk as someone who was born to prosper. If this message resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who also needs this transformation. Show the universe that you're aligned with this new reality. Your journey of abundance has begun now.